All right, thank you guys. Mainz 05 squares off against Augsburg, and that's going to be a 9:30 a.m. Eastern start time. Mainz is the plus money favorite at plus 130. Totals 2.5 juice to the over. The draw's plus 245, and if you like Augsburg in an upset, they're plus $2 for some money line cash. And following Friday's sports wagering action, I improved to 12-1 in my last 13 extra daily pick tier package plays on patreon.com/BrockPage, and that's a website where I sell really great sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. Now, the extra daily pick is one of those packages that I sell on that website, as I'm also 17-4 in my last 21 picks in that category as well, and that's good for 81% over the course of the past 3 weeks in that package. Very lucrative membership. I also have a bunch of different great memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. And if you just want to check out the website, maybe browse a little bit, check out my current record, link for that site is in the description section below. Once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. Now, Augsburg's lost just one out of their last 4 matches while shutting out FC Schalke by the final of 3-0 during that span. They've given up just 3 total goals in their last 4 matches as well. They're taking on a Mainz squad who's been victorious in just 1 out of their last 6 themselves, including 2 shutout losses during that span. They were shut out by Hoffenheim 1-0, while also losing to RB Leipzig 5-0 during that span as well. Mainz is currently in 15th place out of 18 teams in German Bundesliga. They've been victorious in just 9 out of 30 matches on the season. They also rank 12th in total goals scored, averaging just 1.3 goals per contest. They also rank 16th out of 18 teams in total goals allowed, really struggling defensively as well. Now, scoring-wise, Mainz's last 3 straight stayed under the total of 2.5 goals, ironically. 5 out of their last 7 also stayed under that number. Meanwhile, on the Augsburg side, they saw their last 3 straight stay under the 2.5 themselves. Give me Augsburg plus $2, catching 200. And the under 2.5 goals in that match. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to the video. Got some lines of personal leans out for Sunday's sports wagering action, Sunday's soccer action. But before we dive into some more of that, I just have to quickly remind you once again that after Friday's sports wagering action, I improved to 12-1 in my last 13 extra daily pick premium plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. And of course, that's a website where I sell really great sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. There's also a bunch of different great memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. A lot of great variety there. And one of those packages is called the Extra Daily Pick Tier Membership. Now, that membership, it's only $2.99 through the end of the month. We'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. And in addition to going 12-1 in my last 13 in that category, I'm also hitting at 17-4 in my last 21 picks in that membership as well. And that's good for 81% over the past 3 weeks in that category. I strongly recommend you at least consider using the website for sports picks. They're my personal plays, games that I personally have action on. And once again, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And moving on, we have Schalke 04 taking on Bayer Leverkusen in a 12 p.m. Eastern kickoff. Now, Leverkusen's the $1.90 favorite. No surprise there. Totals 2.5 juice to the over. The draw's plus 320. And if you like Schalke in the upset, they're catching $5 for a win. Now, Schalke hasn't won a match in their last 11 straight, going scoreless in 7 of those contests. They were shut out by Bremen, Augsburg, Cologne, and Mainz, just to name a few. Very bad teams there. Now, Schalke scored just 4 total goals in their last 11 matches as well. They're currently in 9th place in German Bundesliga, although they've been victorious in just 9 out of 30 matches on the season. They're taking on a Leverkusen club who's coming fresh off a 3-0 shutout victory over Saarbrücken in German Cup action, the Pokal. They've also been victorious in 2 out of their last 3, including a 1-0 shutout victory over Freiburg. They've lost just 2 out of their last 16 matches, incredible run for him right now, with shutout victories over the likes of Augsburg, Frankfurt, and Freiburg, just to name a few. Now, Leverkusen's currently in 4th place out of 18 teams with a 17-8 record, along with 5 draws. They also rank 6th in total goals allowed with 40, and that works out to be an average of just 1.3 goals per contest on average they're giving up. Now, total-wise, Leverkusen's last 2 straight got over the total of 2.5 goals. Matter of fact, 8 out of their last 9 also got over that total. Meanwhile, on the other side, Schalke saw 3 out of their last 5 get over that total themselves. Give me Bayer Leverkusen winning this one outright in the over 2.5 in that match. All right, next contest I have for you, it is going to be in Spanish La Liga. And I'm talking about Athletic Bilbao taking on Atletico Madrid in an 8 a.m. Eastern start time. Now, Madrid's the plus money favorite at plus 125, totals 2 goals. The draw's plus $2. And if you like Athletic in an upset, they're plus 260 for an outright win. Now, Athletics dropped 3 out of their last 5, scoring just 2 total goals in those losses. They lost to Granada in the Copa del Rey, along with losing to Alaves and Osasuna in La Liga action. Athletics really struggled offensively this season, ranking 13th in total goals scored. They're averaging just 1.07 goals per game. They're taking on a Madrid team who hasn't lost a match in their last 7 straight, including 2 shutout victories during that stretch. Madrid's just 1 point out of 4th place in the 20-team La Liga, going 11-4 with 12 draws thus far in the season. Madrid also ranks 2nd in total goals allowed, giving up just 0.7 goals per contest on average thus far in the season. Now, total-wise, Madrid's last 2 games got over the total of 2 goals. Matter of fact, just 1 out of their last 6 actually stayed under that number. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Athletics saw their last 2 straight get over the 2 goals themselves. They also saw 3 out of their last 4 get over that number as well. So with all that said and done, give me Madrid plus $1.25 and the over 2 goals in that contest. All right, next matchup I have for you, it is going to be Real Madrid taking on Eibar, and that's going to be a 1:30 p.m. Eastern start time. No surprise here, Madrid's the massive $4 favorite. Totals 3 goals, and the draw's plus 475. And if you like Eibar in an upset here, they're plus 1,100 on the money line. Now, Eibar is coming off a tough 2-1 loss to Society in their last outing. They also lost their last 2 straight, including another 2-1 loss, that time against Mallorca. Eibar has been victorious in just 1 out of their last 8 and find themselves in 16th place out of 20 teams in La Liga. Eibar has also struggled a bit offensively, ranking just 16th in total goals scored. They're averaging just 1 goal per contest on average thus far in the season. Now, Real Madrid on the other side ranks 2nd in the league in total goals scored with 49. They also rank 1st in goals allowed with just 19. Very impressive. That actually works out to be just 0.7 goals per contest on average. Now, Madrid's just 2 points behind FC Barcelona for first place in the standings. 4 out of their last 5 victories came by way of shutout. Now, total-wise, Madrid's last 4 straight stayed under the total of 3.5 goals. Eibar, on the other side, saw their last 3 straight stay under that number. Give me Real Madrid winning that one outright. Might want to include that one in a parlay with that price point. I know it's very expensive. And the under 3.5 in that game. And with that, we're going to slide into some shout-outs and from our Patreon platform. Shout out to Derek Rossi, Ryan Greep, JScore24, Serge Brook, James Levette, Chris Dewberry, Dave Flatham, John Johnson, Chemo136, and G Wang. Next, from our Instagram platform, shout out to Sanmila Maya, Will Slade, Bubba Jonesy, Robert Joseph, the fantasy football counselor. Shout out to Smooth Thinker, Sarah Ill, Jonathan Oloye, The Snows Official, Sydney Rivera, and Agam Verma. And finally, from our YouTube platform, shout out to Cedric Foster, Jesse Cruz, Stephen Lewis, Bo Dunn, GTA Gamer Girl, Matthew Milliser, Richard Baxter, David Arango, James Jackson, and last but certainly not least, gotta give a shout out to my man, Teddy Choba. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me. I gotta thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Saturday or Sunday to you, depending on when you're watching this. Best of luck to you, and I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.